We know that DC is so creatively bankrupt at this point in time that they are afraid, in my mind. They are absolutely afraid to tell these kind of stories without connecting it to Batman in some way or another, because Batman is a safe bet. The Flash movie on its own, I'm sorry, not a safe bet. All right. Why don't we get into the first thing? Like really the only thing I want to talk about here, and that is why at this point in time, the Batman is quite literally, or the Flash is just a Batman movie. Can we be real about that? That the Flash is literally at this point just a Batman movie, because that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. You know, I know they're doing the Flash, and they're like, "Hey guys, Ezra as Barry Allen in the Flash." Asterisk. That's totally not a Flashpoint movie, even though he said it was Flashpoint. But no, let's think about this here for a second, right? Let's really kind of break this down. By the way, link to call in is currently pinned in the chat. Come on in and line up. We got some people that are back there right now. We'll be getting to you guys here in a minute. But anyway, look, when we talk about, like this image dropped yesterday, okay? And everyone's been waiting for confirmation. Like we've known, like Michael Keaton tossed that little bit of shade a while back. And then we had, but we caught wind that they were filming out, they had photos outside of Wayne Manor from Batman 89. And then like they're shooting in, I think it was like in Glasgow, where they had filmed parts of Batman 89 and all that stuff, right? We knew that. And so, but we still been waiting for like that actual confirmation. Well, this was posted yesterday on Andy Muschietti's Instagram. And a lot of people were like losing their mind over it, right? Because it's like, oh my God, it's the Batman 89. I think this is like the Batman Returns suit, isn't it? But anyway, like it's got that bit of blood there. All right. It's got that bit of blood there. And that blood led a lot of people to kind of question whether or not this was going to tie into the Watchmen. Because it just seems like the two are kind of like together, right? It seems like the two are just kind of, they're very similar. If it was on the top, to be more accurate, it would have been on the top left instead of the bottom left. But still, there is that kind of connection that people are making. And it just seems like this is something that even now Warner Brothers might try to do. And I say this because the Watchmen television series was very, very popular for HBO. And people really want more Watchmen. They have, in fact, right here, tied Batman to Watchmen. I think it was Doomsday Clock, right? They had those together where they're merging their universes. We know that DC is so creatively bankrupt at this point in time that they are afraid, in my mind. They are absolutely afraid to tell these kind of stories without connecting it to Batman in some way or another, because Batman is a safe bet. The Flash movie on its own, I'm sorry, not a safe bet. Not a safe bet. Batman's a safe bet. It's been a proven track record. It's why there's more Batman movies than Superman films. It's why there's more Batman movies than a lot of other things. Is because people want Batman. And with that comes kind of like the universe around it. So they're going to have to funnel everything through Batman. So there's a reason why Ben Affleck is coming back to either wrap up his character or to do whatever. We have no idea. For The Flash. They're bringing in Michael Keaton's Batman for what appears to be not just like a very simple cameo, but all things considered, with this image right here showing us point blank that this is something that's going to be like a massive part of it, obviously with blood or a jelly donut. I don't know. The texture of the blood really kind of throws a lot of people off, but it does look quite a bit like human bean juice, which once again, tie it back into Watchmen. So it does feel like this is the angle that they're going to be taking. And then there's also been rumors, and I don't know how true this is, but there's also been rumors that apparently they're talking to Christian Bale, trying to get Christian Bale to cameo. And I would think that if the rumors are true about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield potentially popping up in Spider-Man No Way Home, which those rumors have been heating up for months with no one denying it directly. I mean, Andrew Garfield did deny it, and then he kind of rescinded that denial. But this could be Warner Brothers once again going like, how do we catch up to Marvel with something that is going to be guaranteed to put butts in seats following the 2020 pandemic and following all of these other things? And that, of course, would be add as much Batman as humanly possible, because when it comes to live action stuff, this is what you've got the most of. This is what you have the most of. And if Adam West was still alive, they probably would find a way to bring him back too. And that's so unfortunate that he died, because I loved Adam West. But it goes to show you that right now, looking at what they're putting together, this is obviously what they're going for. They are going to use Michael Keaton and they're going to use Batman so much in the marketing, so much in the lead up to this movie, that The Flash is now just a fucking Batman movie. It's just a goddamn Batman movie. Featuring The Flash is what it's going to be. And I can't help it. And look, here's the thing with that. I'll be real. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I liked Ezra in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I thought he was great as Barry Allen. That is not the Barry Allen we're going to be getting in this movie. The Barry Allen we're going to be getting in this movie is going to be Barry Allen from Justice League, because that's a sequel to Justice League. So we're not getting this good Barry Allen, this more matured Barry Allen, this one who's gone through the trials and tribulations of understanding what it means to have the power of the Speed Force Barry Allen. No, we're getting faceplant boob Barry Allen. We're getting cowardly Barry Allen. That's what we're getting. And so, of course, in order to be able to sell it, because it's been 4 years since Justice League came out, and we're just now getting a Flash movie. I mean, it's been so mishandled. It's been absolutely so mishandled that the only conceivable way for this property to move forward with any kind of metrics of potential success is going to be tying it into the Batman. And why? Because when it comes to merchandising, they'll be able to pull back out 89 Batman merch, Christian Bale Batman merch, Ben Affleck Batman merch. They'll be able to pull out all of that stuff and be able to remarket it back to you. And considering that Batman is still the #1 merchandisable product that comes out of DC Comics, there you have it. The Flash at this point is simply just a Batman movie under a different name. And I want to hear your thoughts on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. If you guys agree with me or whatnot, right? Like, I'm just kind of curious, because I think there's a lot there. There's interesting stuff across the board, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. Let me go and take a quick look here at the chat to see what you guys are saying. All right, let me go back up here. Okay. All right. Geeks here says DC is the new Sony, pretty much. Cosmic here says Flash will erase the DCEU. There's that. Jess here wants the damn Robin movie. Sure. We're supposed to get we were supposed to get a Nightwing movie from Chris McKay. His next film is the Tomorrow War starring Chris Pratt, which comes out on Amazon here pretty soon. Remix here says, Batman is great, my fave superhero, but he's becoming overexposed. DC is running the risk of making Batman stale if they only focus on him and not other comic book characters. Well, and I totally forgot about Robert Pattinson, by the way. Like that, I totally forgot about Robert Pattinson, bringing him into this. Although I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. It would make the most amount of sense to have a Flash, pun intended, into that universe for the multiverse type stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do with it. But I mean, come on, looking at how they've done everything else, it all comes across as just kind of crazy.